What's up guys, I'll be reviewing the Delux M800 Ultra. This is Deluxe's newest revision of the M800 mouse line. And have they done a good job? We'll see about that in this review. Spoilers, they've done a decent job with some issues. So first off, you're going to open the box and you're going to get charging cable, grips, skates, and a dongle receiver. Also, of course, a dongle. Yeah. And yeah, so boxing experience isn't the best thing in the world. You're not going to get any Lamzu levels of, unboxing. But it's fine, it's $50, who cares? Okay, so next we're going to look into the shape. Obviously this is very unique, I don't think anyone's ever heard of this one before. It's a Razer Viper Mini clone, guys, but slightly larger, so it's a Razer Viper Medium. So it's not like a Razer Viper. Actually has a bit of a hump compared to that mouse. I hate the Viper. It's too low down. It's too low down and too long. So yeah, it's just a slightly bigger Razer Viper Mini. But anyways, the shape-wise, did I enjoy it? It was okay. I wouldn't say I particularly enjoyed it. In terms of low-profile mice, I loved the RTX. That was very fun to use. This though, the Delux M800, not really. I'm not really a fan of this mouse. I used the wired variant of the mouse, the 3389. Piece of crap. Sorry, Deluxe, but I guess you guys know that as well. This mouse is pretty cheap. But I do prefer the Razer Viper Mini over this. The Razer Viper Mini just fits in my hand like a glove. Maybe because I have tiny 18:9 hands, but yeah, I just prefer this. Just personally, might be different for you. But if you did find the Viper Mini a bit too small, then the M800 Ultra might be the best pick. But for me, I had to put grips on this. The actual grip on the mouse itself, combined with the shape, I just felt like I was just slipping quite often. So I did put the grips on it. Just a bit too long for me personally. I just prefer the Viper Mini. But yeah, slightly larger Viper Mini, not for me. It might be for you. I know some people want that extra length to it, a little bit of girth, but just not for me. But I still was able to perform relatively okay, but I wasn't very comfortable with the mouse. Oh yes, the coating of this mouse. It does have a little bit of a coating. Yes, it is on the smoother side of things. It's not as... I don't even want to talk about this mouse again. But yeah, the grip on the mouse itself isn't fantastic. It almost does feel like just raw plastic. It might even be just raw plastic, but I think they did put a coating on it. I can't tell, it was so slippery that I just had to put grips on it. So yeah, I do recommend grips on this mouse. It's a cheap mouse. You're not expecting, endgame gear levels of coating performance on this, but it's fine. Now, when we look into the actual sensor performance and click latency, it's fine. It's 3389? No, 3395, guys. I got mixed up with this wide garbage. 3395. So obviously, yeah, every mouse has it. Even the $20 Chinese mouse coming out right now. What was it, the super light clones, the Attack Shark, whatever. They all have the 3395, but does it perform good? Well, it has a Nordic MCU. Obviously, it's going to be using a complex firmware. Well, I just assume so. But it does perform fine. At 1K hertz. Unfortunately, I don't have a 4K dongle, and I'm not able to even buy it currently. At 1K hertz, it's fine. I'm able to track properly. My codec scores are, alright compared to my 4K mice. Sometimes I do beat my 4K mice at times, but that's because I'm inconsistent. But yeah, in terms of tracker performance, flicking in game, you're not going to be blaming your mouse because, oh yeah, you missed that shot because it was a mouse. It's a sensor, guys. Come on. No, it's fine. Click latency though, you're going to get a bit of Vaxi and Zowie in this one. It only goes down to 2 milliseconds for the debounce, which is a bit unfortunate, and hopefully Deluxe will add an update which can allow you to change it to 0 milliseconds or 1 milliseconds, depending on if you get any double clicks. But anyways, yeah, 2 milliseconds debounce. You're not going to be getting the best click latency, but who was expecting that anyways? But it's fine. In game, it's clicking. It's 2 milliseconds isn't that crazy. Next on is clicks and scroll wheel. The clicks are fine. Yeah. You got Juano switches for the M1 and M2. And the side buttons, oh my... Guys, guess what? It sounds normal and it feels tactile, guys, because if you remember, if you're a user of their older mice, they've been using these dot switches. Oh, it's so awful. Get away from me. Get away from me. Yeah, they've improved it. Better mouse 1 and balance 2. Better side buttons. They feel great. M1 and M2 are quite light, and they do feel a little bit mushy. Not expecting the best click experience here, but they're fine. They're light. I think they're rated for 45 to 55 grams of actuation. So yeah, they're decent clicks, you know. Yeah, they're spammable. Scroll wheel. Okay, this is the worst part about this mouse. The scroll here is just have a listen. Yeah, you're getting this kind of scroll wheel. Have that older mouse. It's okay. If you guys haven't noticed, it's kind of garbage. They've definitely cheaped out on the scroll. They're still using the same like design, except it doesn't have like the translucent plastic to let the RGB through, because there isn't RGB on here. But yeah, it doesn't feel great. I don't know what encoder they've used, but it's pretty cheap. It makes the mouse feel awful for me. Like everything else is like, oh yeah, this is good, yeah, feeling solid. And then scroll wheel, it's like, that's where it's gone wrong. So if you're a heavy user of the scroll wheel, you're not going to be too pleased about this. But if you're a bit indifferent, it's fine. I mean, it's not the worst scroll wheel in the world. It's usable, but it's not great. There was some issues with the scroll wheel not working. I did have that issue as well, but they released a firmware update. So you just have to update your mouse and it worked perfectly fine. I haven't had any issues with it since. For the weight, yeah, it's coming out at 52 grams, or 51.9 if I remember. It should come up on screen. This is a 300 milliamp hour battery variant. There is a 600 milliamp hour variant, which you can choose. So I'm a doofus. I forgot to mention the numbers for the battery life. From Delux themselves, you're supposed to get 70 hours on the 300 milliamp hours, or 120 hours on the 600 milliamp hour battery. So that, like, roughly, for this mouse, 300 milliamp hours, roughly like 1 to 2 weeks. Weight balancing, it's alright. Nothing crazy. It does feel a little bit back heavy in my hand. So if you do open the mouse up, you could probably just move the battery a bit closer to the middle. But honestly, it's fine. Oh yeah, guys, it also has a Bluetooth connectivity. And a DPI button and polling rate, I think that's what it is. Okay, in terms of build quality now, the thing that every Chinese company is plagued by, and G-Wolves, yeah, we've all had the customer service garbage, and, you know, we have Pulsar from Korea, their clicks are always double-clicking for some reason, guys, or creaking, or something, guys. Is my one awful? Is my one a creaking mess? Like, their old mouse is... I'm sorry, guys. I probably hurt your ears a lot with that one. But no, it's fine. Unless you're death gripping this, you're not going to be getting any creaking. On my copy, at least, it's been fine. Yeah. But just squeezing just normally, it's fine, even from the top. Like, vertically, it's fine. Horizontally. Any lily, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. There are a bit of issues, though. The click side-to-side play, I can actually feel it just in general use, and it just kind of grinds on the clicks as well while you're doing it. So not only is it wobbling side to side, but you can feel it grinding on the micro switch. So yeah, I mean, it's a $50 mouse. It's not expecting the best build quality, but as long as it's not creaking, personally for me, I don't really mind too much about the side-to-side play. It doesn't really bother me in game. Yeah, I mean, the mouse is fine, build quality is fine. I don't know about your copy. I paid for this on my own, I didn't have it sent out or anything. But yeah, it's fine. In conclusion, guys, is this mouse something I would recommend? If you do want a Razer Viper Mini, but slightly larger, I think this is like a broken record at this point for most of you guys. If you want a slightly larger Viper Mini, yeah, this is it, guys. And you can't afford a Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition. Wow, you're broke. I'm also broke, don't worry. Yeah, this mouse might be it. I'd say it still has some flaws from Deluxe, and hopefully they can improve on the next iteration. But this is a great mouse from them. I think Deluxe have done a good job. Like, well done, guys. You get a thumbs up, a C on thumbs up. But I personally do like the VGN Dragonfly more than this mouse. It just fits my hands better, and build quality is actually better on that mouse as well. 4K Hertz doesn't work on that, actually. So, obviously, China still has some issues with, setting up their 4K firmware. Because obviously they don't even set it up in the first place. But yeah, this mouse is fine. Would I use this again? No. I have this and a RTS Plus and all these other mice. But if you are on a budget, this mouse is decent. It's decent, yeah. Don't expect any flagship performance from this price point. But overall, yeah, it does feel great. If you did like throw away all my other mice and you're like, yeah, just use this mouse, like we're the CCP from China, you have to use our mouse. I'd complain about it a little bit, but like, oh. But yeah, this mouse is fine. I'm not going to miss shots because of it. It's personally not my preference in terms of the shape, but it might be for you. So, it is a good mouse. Thanks for watching, guys. Also, go to my link down below for Mech Keys. I don't even know if I even get a referral or anything. It's just a link there. Just use it. Thanks, guys.